Hello, welcome to my videos on my blog. This time I'm going to talk about the UEFA Champions League knockout round playoff 2024-2025 and the first leg where this week we played the game of the knockout round playoff first leg where there were four games today and four games yesterday. So for that reason, I'm recording this video where I'm going to talk about what happened in this week. So let's start with the yesterday game, where in the first game, the PSG defeated 3-0 State Brestos as a great team. About this game, the PSG didn't have any problem. They dominate this game, and unfortunately, the Brest couldn't put the hands. They couldn't compete because the PSG they showed that they are the best team, and the PSG should have won this game, but minimum another one other goal or two goal more difference. And I think that this game is over because in the second leg, the game will be playing in Paris. So I see very difficult that the Brest could win the game for three minimum three goal difference to tie the game and force an overtime. So I think that the Paris is almost qualified to the round of 16. And in the second game, a tremendous game, the Real Madrid defeated 3-2 the Manchester City. About this game, this was a tremendous game, I'm not gonna to lie. And this is a typical game where Real Madrid suffer a lot, where the rival team attack, but they couldn't score as many goals as many opportunities they had. And in the last minutes of the game, if not in the last play of the game, Real Madrid always find out the ways and win the game, and this is what happened. The Manchester City started to winning the game, winning a tremendous golazo and a tremendous play. Erling Haaland finished this golazo, and they were leading 1-0 in the halftime. Where I think that this game was in the halftime. I think that the Real Madrid had been a little better team that a little better than the Manchester City. And in the second half, Real Madrid played better. I think I'm not gonna to lie. I think that the Real Madrid deserved this victory because they play a little better the Manchester City and they deserve this victory. And what happened in a lapse of 6 minutes, in the last 6 minutes of the game, Real Madrid were trailing by one goal difference, 1-2 in the minute 85. But in the minute 86, Brahim Diaz tied the game, and when we thought that the game was going to finish in a tie, Jude Bellingham scored the third and winner goal in the minus 90 plus 2, and Real Madrid got the victory 3-2. With this score, I think that the series is over because I see very difficult that Manchester City can win in Santiago Bernabeu because Real Madrid in his home is gonna to attack Manchester City, and I think the Manchester City is gonna to let a lot of space. So I think very difficult and impossible that the Manchester City can win this series, and I think the Real Madrid is almost qualified to the round of 16. In another game, the Juventus defeated 2-1 the PSV. About this game, the Juventus was the best team in this game, but I thought that the Juventus should have gotten a little or the score a little more goal because I think that in the second leg the PSV could have the advantage because they will play in home. To minimum tie the series and force an overtime. In this series, Juventus was better, but they only won the game by one goal difference to one. How I told you, the series open because the second leg will be in Eindhoven, where the PSV will have the advantage. But in the end, I think the Juventus is gonna to win this series. And yesterday's last game, the Borussia Dortmund traveled to Lisboa and defeated 3-0 the Sporting Lisboa. About this game, the this game was very close, but I think that the Dortmund took advantage of all the goal opportunities that they create, and they scored the goal. How I told you, in my opinion, the best for this game should have been a 5. It should have been the most fair, but in the end, this is not about the most fair. And I think that the Dortmund took advantage of that. They scored 3 goals, and they almost finish the series because now the series will travel to Dortmund, where I think that it will be very impossible if that the Sporting Lisboa can win the game for minimum three goals to force the overtime. So I think that the Dortmund are almost qualified to the round of 16. And today's game, we had the last four games of the first leg, where in the first game, the Club Brugge defeated Atalanta 2-1. About this game was very funny, I'm not gonna to lie, where in the first half, the Club Brugge were leading, and they were playing, and they played better than the Atalanta, but they only were leading the game by one goal difference in the second half. In the first 15 minutes of the second half, the Bruges were dominating the game. They were attacking. Sorry. In the halftime, the game was tied 1-1. Even the Club Bruges was the best team in the first half. Where, in my opinion, they should have been leading in the halftime by minimum one goal difference. But in the first minutes of the second half, Club Brugge was better team, but after that, the Atalanta made some substitution that improved the team, and they were dominating the game, where they were attacking and they were creating more goal opportunities. I thought that Atalanta were going to win this game, but in the last minutes of the game, in the minus 94, the referee called a penalty. It was a doubtful play, and Gustav Nilsson scored, and Club Brugge got the victory and the lead to 1. I think that this series is so open, because now the series will travel to Belgrano, Italy, where Atlanta will want to win this game, or they need to win this game by 2 goal difference to qualify to the round of 16. So this will be very interesting. In another game, the Feyenoord defeated 1-0 Milan. About this game, I was very disappointed for the bad performance from the Milan, but I thought that they affected that the Feyenoord scored the first and only goal of the game in the minus 3 by Igor Paixson after the Milan's goalkeeper error by the Maignan, and this was everything that Feyenoord did enough to win this game. I think that the Milan head coach miss, and I think that it was his mistake that he decided in the first half he decided to play with 4 forwards, so he didn't have a lot of players in the midfielder, and the Feyenoord played better in the first half. In the second half, the Milan improved, they changed the formation, and they were attacking, but they couldn't score any goal, and in the end, the Feyenoord won the game 1-0, and they took the advantage. I think that in the second half, the Milan will have the advantage because they will play home. I think that the Milan will win that game by more than 2 goal difference, and they will advance to the round of 16. And today's third game, the Bayern Munich traveled to Scotland and defeated 2-1 the Celtics. About this game, the Bayern Munich were better team, but I think that they were better team, and they defined the game in a lapse of 4 minutes. In the last minutes of the game, the Celtics scored the only goal of the game, and the Bayern Munich only got an advantage of 1 goal difference. I think that the Celtics play a very great game, but in the end, Bayern Munich is one of the favorite teams to win this competition, and the Bayern Munich deserved the victory. With this victory, I think that the Bayern Munich have almost the qualification to the round of 16, because now the second game will be played in Germany and home, and I think that it will be very difficult that the Celtics will need to win for only 1 goal difference to force the overtime, or win by 2 or more goal difference to win the series. That would be very impossible. And in the last game of this series, the Benfica traveled to Monaco, defeated 1-0 Monaco. About this game, I think that the Monaco wasted a very important opportunity to win this game and took advantage of the series, but Benfica did it because they scored only goal because they play with one more player for the rest of the second half. They took advantage of that, and they got the victory by the victory and the lead by 1 goal difference. I think that the Benfica should have won this game by minimum another more goal difference to have more advantage. But I think that this will be enough. In the second half, I think that the series open, but I think that the Benfica will have the advantage, and the most probably the Benfica is gonna to to win this series. So the second leg will be played the next week, where we will define the 18s that will qualify to the round of 16, and now the round of 16 will be defined. So I hope this is all for today. I hope you like this video, and if you have any comment or suggestion, you can write me in any of my social media platforms. So see you next video. Gibran.